Okay, let's continue with our session. I have reviewed the first recording, and indeed it misses out some practical element. Sorry for that. But anyway, it was just, something that I wanted to add, but not that it was our major practical session, but we shall be doing everything that has been missed out. No worries. Now, let us first proceed and finish up this one. I was telling you that the select statement helps us to basically uh, fetch the data from from a table, whereby the moment you now come and say, as you can see here, let me just add this uh, so that you are able to follow properly. Okay. Um, you see this statement that says select customer name, city from customers. It means it will only return these two columns called the customer name and then city. You get from this particular table called what? Customers. The way how we can let me just end this show a bit, and then let me show you something small here. Okay, allow me to share workbench. Allow me to share our workbench. Okay, let me select this. Okay, this one we shall do together. No worries. I just want to show you the other command now, because I realized I did some things here that you didn't do. So I don't want you to just come in the middle. So focus only on what I'm emphasizing on the select all. Now you see, um, when I say that when I issue this statement, select all from a table called patients, and I run it. So you realize that it brings details from this entire table. But then you see, because we have a column called patient what? Patient ID, there is patient name and patient contact. But the moment I come here and say select, and I just specify certain columns, I'm not selecting all, but I'm picking out a few columns. For example, patient ID, select patient ID, patient ID, comma, select another column called the patient contact, from our table name, which is what? Patient. And we terminate. So when we come to run only this particular line of code and we run it. So good. Look at this error. It says unknown column patient. You get, because we are saying we, instead of using an underscore, come again, where is this? Okay, this is patient ID. Okay, this is because when you look at where I created it from here, create patient, sorry, create table patient. This column is called patient ID. Now I had typed patient dash ID, not patient ID, because an underscore and a dash, they are totally different. But here, if we need to separate, we just use what? An underscore for that matter. Yeah. Now, we come and run this code. Now you see it passes, right? And you see that it has only returned the patient ID and patient contact. It has left out the patient name because we have specified that we need to return only the patient contact and patient ID from this particular table called what? Patient. You get. So let us cross back to our uh, slides. Allow me to share again. Okay. Now, uh, here, okay, this is done. Select column. This is a syntax. How to use this particular command called select. You select your column name, comma, you put another column name, then until the ones you prefer to return are over, then you put from the table name. You get the way how you're seeing it here. Let me just add my highlighter here so that you're able to view what I'm talking about. Okay. Where is the color? Okay. Yeah. Select the column name, comma, another column name, comma, until the ones you prefer to return are done. Then you go ahead and say from your table name, which is patient in our case. So in the above statement, column 1, column 2 are the column names in your what? Then the table name represents the name of your what? Your table. So below is a selection from the customers table used in what? In the examples you get. Yeah. So when we say select all, this syntax for selecting all, the one that returns everything from that table, then for it, it will return all. Let us go here. Now workbench briefly just to confirm and execute this for our learning purposes. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Allow me to reshare. Where are you? Cannot see this. I cannot see this. Allow me to. Okay, our workbench is here. Now, you see, it only returned a patient ID, patient contact. But now, the moment we come here and we say select all, we select all from our table name, which is patient, and we terminate. And the moment we come and execute this line of code, it will return all the columns within this particular what? This particular table. You get all columns have been what? Returned, and all records or the rows in this case. You get. So let us run back and then we see what to do. Look here. Okay. 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 Now, select all from your table name. It will pick. This table is not for select all from. This was also an error maybe when I was creating these notes. Otherwise, this select all, this one returns all columns within this table. You get not only customer name and what? And the city. This only works for this only works for this particular table. You get, yeah, because it returns everything. But now, the moment you say select all, it will return this particular kind of what? Table with all columns. But the moment you specify the number of columns are the only ones that will be returned. Then we have the distinct, the same way how the other one works is the same way how these ones also work. So this is a select example without distinct. That is also now we have what we call the where clause. Excuse me. Now the where clause is used to filter records. Mark this word filter. Filtering means you have a lot, but you want to pick out. You get, like basically you have interest in some records. So the where clause is used to extract only those records that fulfill a specific condition, meaning that this where clause does not work alone. You have to tie it to other conditions where this is like this. The way how you can maybe go and say, uh, go to fridge and remove only the water that has ice in it. Meaning that someone is not going to pick out all the water from the fridge, but the person will only pick out maybe the water that has already ice, or go to the fridge where there is soda, pick out this particular type. You get? So now look here. Uh, Here we select all customers from Mexico. Select all from customers where country equals Mexico. Now, where country equals Mexico is the condition. You get, meaning we have a certain column called the country, but this country must be matching for us to return, to have results. Um, it is going to return all those people who come from, or whose country of origin is what? Mexico. The way how this can be. Select column. This is just a syntax. The where clause is only, I mean, it's not only used in select statement, it is also applied in update, delete, because sometimes you may not be interested in deleting everything, but you want just a specific what? Field. Or you want to update only a specific what? Field. Then for that matter, you go ahead and specify. Look here. The moment we have this particular table, right? And this table has various columns and rows. When you look at the column for country, we have people who come from Sweden, come from UK, Mexico, and Germany. Now, the moment we say that select all from customers, this select all refers to columns, meaning it is going to return all columns. Then where country equals Mexico, meaning that it is going to return to you only those people whose country is what? Mexico. You get? Look here. Um, this one is going to take some time, but for purposes of learning, let me share so that we can also see this. Allow me to reshare again. I'm going to share this, and then you're able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, now you see our table has some records where we have Nicholas, Saddam, and Magezi. But now let's assume that maybe these people, uh, maybe if maybe we had another column for campus and they all belong to, maybe Magezi and Saddam belong to Masaka campus, and then Nico is maybe from a different campus, and then we would just issue a statement. Let us test it using the primary key or the patient ID. Uh, we can say select all from the table patient where patient ID, patient ID equals, then we specify the what? The patient ID that we need to return, like maybe P001, you get. And then we can do what? We can terminate this. And then we come to execute. So meaning that it is going to return only this particular individual whose patient ID is the one we specified as what? P001. You get. So allow me to switch back and remove. So, okay, that is about the where clause. You select the columns you want to return. That is in case you don't want to return everything. But then you go ahead and append what? A condition where district equals this. For example, if you go to NIRA and they are like, you are saying that your name is Mark, or you are Kenneth, or you are Marion. But then we have another Marion, or we can have Regan Magezi, and then we have another Regan Magezi. Actually, maybe there are even five. But then these guys are going to now find it a little bit hard to do what? To understand the exact magazine they are talking about. So they will now go ahead and specify or ask the district where you come from. But in the DB, there has been already specified that return Regan Magezi, whose district is maybe Masaka. You get. So that is when the select now works. Select all from students where district equals Masaka. You get. So uh, that is about the where what? The where clause. We have what we call text fields versus the numeric fields. In SQL, we usually deal with the single quotes around the text values, whereby uh, numeric fields are usually not supposed to be in quotes, you get. So you select all from customers where customer ID equals 1. You don't need to put it in what? In quotes, because it is an integer, you get. Yeah, but for text or vocal data types, we are supposed to put them in what? In quotes. You can also have what we call operators in the where clause. You can use the operators and the, okay, like now you can select all customers. You can select all from customers with a customer ID greater than 80. I mean, like you can apply various what? Operators, the less than, greater than, equals, and so on. I mean, you apply most of them. So this you can go through, so long as these are easy, like you can look at them. There is no magic, there is no logic. The way how they are is the way how we apply them. So here are some of them that we can do what? Use the equal, the greater than, the less than, greater or equal, then less or equal to, and so on. You get. So all of them are very what? Important in this case. Yeah. And then, okay, this is just an example of the where clause with the operator. Allow me to change this color a bit. Yeah. So you see that select all from products where price equals 18, meaning that it is going to return all those products whose price is what? Is 18. You get? Yeah. The moment you say select all from products where price is less than 18, meaning that it is going to look at our table and then pick out only and only those whose price does not go above 18. You get? So that is on that. Then we also have what we call the order by. Order by. Order by is a way of arranging your information, your data. The order by keyword is used to sort the result set in ascending or descending order. You get, you may need to return maybe a list of patients from youngest to oldest. You may need to return maybe a list of students from those that have excelled highly to the least performer, depending on what exactly you do what you want. So in that case, we use a keyword called order by. You get, but the common order by conditions are always ascending and descending. You get ascending meaning that look here, when we talk about ascending, uh, where we use ASCII, ascending, it is from A to what? A to Z. You get the way how you can say from 1 to what? To 10. That is ascending what? Order. Then for desk, which is descending, here is the reverse, where we can say from Z to what? To A. Or from 10 coming downwards to what? To 1. You get? Yeah. So this one is the bottom up approach. This is top down approach. You get? So sort the products from lowest to highest price, select all from products, order by price. Now, the moment you don't actually go ahead and specify whether you need to be in ascending or descending, the moment you say order by, it will take the default, and the default is usually the what? The ascending. That is why you see now it is ascending. It is arranging people's uh, it is arranging products, but it's starting with those with the least what price you get, and then that is why you see now these ones are not in what in order, because you only specified this column called what price. You get, yeah. And then the syntax is select column 1, column 2 from table name, order by what? Column 1. You can even actually, yes, add that I want to arrange a price, as well as I want to, based on 2 columns or more columns, you just keep adding them and separating them using comma. A second, please. Let me just switch on. Okay. This is also about what? About order by. And now here you specify that I want to arrange, but in a descending order. You get, that is when now we come and use what? This desk descending. That is why you can say select all from products, order by desk, order by price, the column, and then you go ahead and emphasize I want these prices to be in descending order, meaning from the highest to the lowest. And the order alphabetically. For string values, the order by keyword will sort the values in the column alphabetically. So you sort product names in alphabetical order, the way how we have done what we have seen. Yeah, and this is also another example, and I believe you have understood the order by. You can even decide to combine. So the following SQL statement selects all customers from the customer table and sorts it ascending by the country and then descending by the customer name. So meaning it is going to first um, ascend uh, people's countries, but then when it comes to the customer name, it will start with, or it will do it in a descending what? In a descending order. The way how you see here. Country is in ascending order, and then the name is in what? Is in a customer, the country, and then customer name. You get, yeah. And then SQL and the operator. This operator called the AND. That is in case we need to concatenate. We need to combine, whereby together with the where clause can contain one or many and operators. Look here. The AND operator is used to filter records based on more than one what condition. So the AND operator displays a record if all the conditions are what? Are true. Because you hear the word and. When I say Cisse and Nicholas come, meaning that I don't need to see only Cisse or only Nicholas, but I need both of them, meaning that both must do what? Must come. So the AND operator example, look here. The following this statement will select all customers from Spain that starts with letter G. That is why we can say select all from customers where country equals Spain and customer name like G. You get. So you will realize that here we are going to have only and only those people whose country is what? Is Spain. But that is not enough. This person's name should also be starting with what? With letter G for us to have these people returned. That is why we have these two conditions being returned. That is using the what? The AND operator, and that is what? The syntax and the demo there. So the rule on the AND operator is all conditions must be true. You get? That is it. And that is it. Here we have the all. Now, what makes these two differ? We have seen the AND operator, but we also have another operator called what? All. Now, the all operator displays a record if any, this word any, of the conditions are true. But here, under the AND operator, both or all conditions must be true. But now here under the all operator, at least one of them must be what? True. You get the way how I can say uh, return for me, let's assume we are maybe working with a NiraDB. Return for me uh, someone called Cisse, and this person should be coming from Masaka. Cisse, and the district should be Masaka. That is using the AND operator, meaning that they are going to filter and return only someone whose name is Sise and the district is what? Masaka. But then when it comes to the OR operator, return for Miss Sise or those whose districts are what? Masaka, meaning that all CSAs in the database are going to be returned, and even all those people who are coming from Masaka are also going to be what? Returned, even if they are not called CSA. You get? Because at least one of the conditions, either the district or the name matches Masaka or CSA, respectively. And then, but we can also now combine the AND as well as all operators. You can also combine these operators in a way that it can, for example, using this particular table here we are referring to, this particular table, you realize that it will select all customers from Spain that starts with the G, like whose name start with the G, or an R. Make sure to use parentheses to get the correct what? Result. Look here. We have this statement that says, select all from customers where country equals Spain and you open brackets. Customer name starts with G or customer name starts with what? With the R. So without these brackets, the SQL above will return all customers from Spain that starts with G plus all customers that starts with R, regardless of the country value. That is what I told you. You get. Yet the moment you put them in what? In a parenthesis, it will only pick out people whose letters start with G, but also they are coming from uh, Spain. Yeah. Um, that is, let me confirm. Let me confirm. Okay, why it is not sharing? Just a second. Let me reshare because maybe it has some issues. Let me reshare. I'm assuming it is still there. Let me Okay, I realized that maybe I was on mute. Okay, I was telling you that just a second, allow me to first Pause this a second, please. The not operator is used where, it is used in the where clause to return all records that do not match, as you hear the word not, meaning that it is a negative what? It is a negative statement whereby it only picks out the results that do not match the condition. It reverses the result of a condition from true to false and vice versa. You get the way how you can say, let me just change this color a bit. Return for me, certainly, okay. Return for me Sise who doesn't come from Masaka. You get, like, so long as the district is not Masaka, like now it will on look out for someone called Sise, but the district is not Masaka. So select all from customers where not country equals what? Spain, meaning that it will return all other people so long as their country is not Spain from our what? Customer table. And it also works with the other what? Operators, like the not like, not between, not in, is not null. So, but so long as at least we get to know the basics, then the rest we can do on our own. Then this one is the insert into statement. Now the insert into statement is used to insert new records in a table. It is possible to write the insert into statement in two ways. Specify both columns, names, and values to be inserted. I have already done this, only that you people were not, okay, I realized you didn't see, but we can maybe run at least one or two, some examples for you to be in position to appreciate the concept. Allow me to stop this share and then share my workbench so that we can run something together. Yeah. Allow me to remove this. Actually, let us create a new table. Create a table. Then we put the table name. Create a table. Customers. Create table customer. And then what do we want to be in this particular table called the customer? We want this table to have columns like customer number, which is an integer, and it can take up to 10 length. Then we can say, we can even call it to be auto increment. Auto increment, and is our primary what? Primary key. Then we can have another column called customer name. Customer name, data type varchar, We can put it at maybe 50. Some people may have long names. And then we can also add customer, okay, maybe country, which is also VACA 50. Then let us also put another column. Maybe this can be customer contact, or we can call it telephone number, which is also, let us call it contact, and let us call it, let us give it data type integer, and we give it maybe 12. And then let us close our brackets and we terminate. So meaning that we can run this execution. Very good. As you can see down, this line you're seeing down in the terminal, it has a warning. This warning implies that the table you have created has a primary key, usually. Yeah. So now let's now start. Let us go and add some info. Or even before we add some info here, you can say select all from customer and we terminate. When we come and run this particular, you see, it has returned for us these particular what? Columns you see here. Customer number, customer name, country, and what? Contact. So now let us go and start entering somewhat because we are looking at the insert into, you get. So we can say insert into this particular table of ours called what? Customer, and then we say values. This is the simplest way, though there is even another way that I will show you. When we say insert into customer, then we say values, meaning that now you are telling the DB, you are instructing SQL to insert data into this particular table called customer, following the structure that you have done what? Specified during the creation of this particular what? Table. What do you start with? What next? Which column comes next, and so on. You get. So basically, that is because SQL is structured. It follows structures, already set guidelines. You get. So we say insert into. So the first column, as you can say, is customer number, which is maybe we can say one. But we first deal with one what? With the one customer. I'm going to show you how it works. We say values one, then the customer name. Customer name is Mark, but Mark is a VACA, so we put Mark in what? In quotes, and then we also put Mark is from Kenya. Mark is from Kenya. So we put Mark from Kenya. And the Mark is on 772345347 as the phone what? Or the contact. Then we put another customer this time round. Let us give it a test. Given the fact that we specified and because I want you to learn, I know the output and I know how to do it, but I want you to, so that in case maybe you come across this, you get to know what could be the issue, what could be the problem, how do we solve it. Now, given the fact that we specified this customer number as auto increment, we want to see how does it react. You get. Now we are not going to do what? To include the customer number for the next client. Let us just go directly to put the customer name and say this is maybe Sise, you get. And then Sise comes from Zambia. And then Sise is on 702876789. And we do what? We close. Then we can put another person. This is we can put maybe Kennedy. Okay, let us put Kennedy. And the Kennedy comes from the US. And Kennedy is no, maybe 7 3 4 5 6 7 6 7. And then we also put another person, like we can say we are going to put Davis. But remember, for these other people, we are not including the what? The customer number, given the fact that we did what? We specified it as auto what? Auto increment. So now we are just putting these other fields. Davis, and Davis comes from Uganda. And Davis is on 0702083456. And we close the brackets and we terminate. Where is okay? Um, let us go to this. Okay, okay. Let us run our good. Now you see, it goes ahead to tell us very good that you have an error in this. It goes ahead to tell you where the what the error is, and it even here by just looking, you are able to do what? To tell where the problem could be, because it goes ahead and do what? Underlines it. You get. So look here. Okay, now the moment you get errors, it is very easy because it goes ahead to do what? To tell you where the error is, what could be the issue. For example, sometimes, to avoid losing zeros on these phone numbers, it is better that you can also put them in what? In quotes. But if they are just ordinary integers, the way how you see these customer numbers, we just put them outside what? Quotes. But now for the other ones, to avoid losing what? Zeros, it is better you do what? You do that. So now the moment we come and we have already inserted our details. So what we are going to do, let's now select all from our table called what? Customer. You get? And we terminate. So the moment we come and run this particular, it will now return for us the details in this particular table called what? Customer, because we have inserted into this what? Table called what? Customers, you get. Yeah. And then let us go back to our slides. Where are you? Where are you? Where is the slide? Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is the insert into. Okay, like I said, there are two ways. You can insert into table name. This is what we have used. We have used the syntax number two. Like you say, insert into customer values, then you just start entering your values following the structure that you did what? You followed while creating the columns. Or you can come here and say, insert into customer, then you say customer number, customer name, country, and then contact, then close your brackets and save values. Then you also follow the same arrangement to put values. You get, yeah, like here you enter your customer number, you enter your customer name, like that, till the end, and you terminate. Yeah, that is the insert into. You get. If you want to enter data into some specific columns, not everything, still what you do, you can just do it this way. Insert into customer, like customer name, city, and country, and then still what you specify here are the values you enter here. And still it will give you results, meaning that it will only enter details into those what areas. Then these ones that you have not entered into will return null what? Null values you get. Yeah. Unless maybe there is a question, but I encourage you that yes, if you find there is something you want to inquire, please add it in the comment. You can send a comment on Moodle. You can also send an email. You can also maybe WhatsApp. But I encourage that we use more of Moodle so that, yes, maybe if Kennedy goes ahead to ask, even other people like Johnny, Hamid will also benefit because they are going to be seeing what a colleague asked and what the response was. Yet, if it is done maybe via WhatsApp, it becomes easier for the rest to know. You get, yeah. So I beg to submit on this from that point, unless there are what questions that you can always do what share via comments on Moodle, but you can also go ahead and uh, supplement. Yes, any feedback is very, very important for that matter. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this. I terminate the session. Mm.